Welcome, acolytes. Today, I am reacting to Ref says the Sue, Woke community manager destroys game before it even releases. Again. As if we didn't have enough of this already, this year. With Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. So, Paradox is next. Whoopie-doo. Let's just start, acolytes.
Hey, what's up guys, Rip here. So today we're going to be talking about a lot of gaming related news. Some of these topics include another Chinese developer getting a lot of positive attention on the western side of social media simply by having appealing character designs. Then we're looking at an update regarding the GTA 6 quadruple A pricing controversy. And then we're going to get another update on the ongoing feud between Asmongold and Elon Musk. And then we'll end the video with some news where the FTC is now targeting Genshin Impact. But first, we're going to begin with another failed appeal to the modern audience, fueled by an unhinged community manager. Have you heard of a story like this before? Because it seems like it's happening every single week. So we have this publisher, Paradox Interactive, who is publishing this game right here, upcoming release of Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2. Now, this game has found itself in some controversy thanks to this Facebook post showing this user claiming they were permabanned for asking this simple question in the Steam forums. Simply saying, which one is female? I can't tell. With this image right here. And then they got permabanned by the community manager over there. Honestly, not just an overreaction here, but this is a fair question because honestly, it's pretty hard to tell the difference in which one is which. If I had to guess, this one is supposed to be the female, this is supposed to be the male. But as always with these appeals to the modern audience, you have these very androgynous, basic-looking character designs that are trying to appeal to everyone. You know, the type A, type B types.
No, they're not trying to appeal to everyone. They're trying to appeal to 82 freaks that don't have any real life, and just try to push their agenda into normal people. Because it's simple. Just make them look good. Why this? This is bollocks. And by the way, Bloodlines 2, I already gave up on it. It was like a year, 2 years, I don't remember exactly, where the first trailer came out and it was woke as fuck, so
stuff. And it's really annoying. And again, I'm going to pull out this poll from the CEO of CI Games, who made this poll with 50,000 votes, where 89% of people just want male or female character types. No type A stuff, no type B stuff. They want feminine models and masculine ones. That is what most people want, and this poll is just further proof of that. And what's going on here is, again, activism. You have another community manager using their position to push whatever agenda they have on their mind. And here is the individual, the community manager for this company, this publishing company, named Fiona I'm a Little Gremlin, as they describe themselves. And you look at the bio, are we surprised at all? Pronouns in the bio, I mean, based on the topic and what they banned this user for, like, the jokes right they/themselves. You know what I'm saying? It's
correct. By the way, I will repeat it. If you see this in the biome, be careful. Yes, I have artists in my follow list that actually have this, but their art is good. So, at least I have this excuse, acolytes. And by the way, I'm a little gremlin. Would be funny if this person wouldn't be a total little shit. A freak. A troll. No, I mean a real life troll. A freaking manticore in disguise.
Kind of crazy. But here's some of their posts. This is their pinned comment from yesterday saying, logging out of the Nazy app forever. Catch me on Blue Sky. Ah, yes. So you've been using this app that you believe supports that, and you've been here this whole time, but now you're leaving? Kind of interesting, but as always, this is not an airport. You don't have to announce your departure. Just go to Blue Sky. What? These people do the same thing every time. They say they're going to Blue Sky. Go! Leave and don't come back. You're not wanted here on this platform. And as this person says, see you back next week, as they always do. But also on top of that, they had this post too saying, there is a bin beside me. If you mention the word woke in your criticism, you go into the bin. The bin is also full of poisonous snakes. Okay, is that a low-key threat? What is that supposed to mean? Okay, well, you know what? I have a similar little set of logic here. Basically, if your game is woke and this game looks very woke and it's not getting any assistance on that claim thanks to your actions, I'm going to throw that game in the trash bin, okay? I don't want to play anything that looks like it's going to be woke or
snakes,
might even have a chance of being woke because it's just going to be a bad product and more activism is going to be used to create whatever setting in the game and also how to police your community based on your own agenda. And that's clearly what's going on already with this game. So, yeah, not a very good look at all.
Perfect.
But there's another topic relating to that and extending into our next one. We have another poll from the CEO asking a very simple question. Should lead video game characters be widely considered attractive / aspirational by the vast majority of players? And this one also has now 11,000 votes. The results are now final. And as you can see, nearly 85% of people say yes, 2.5% say no, and 13% say they don't care. And this just proves what I've been saying for a very long time. Making an appealing set of character designs is the objectively smartest decision. There's no debate
That's correct.
whatsoever, because if you have appealing and attractive character designs, 84% of people are already happy. Then this group down here that was never going to care is going to still not care. And that leaves you with the remaining people who might not like it. The modern audience, the people who went full Concord, all 2.5% of them. So what do you want to appeal to? Have unattractive designs and appeal to 2.5% of people, or have attractive ones and appeal to about 97% of people? It's an absolute no-brainer at this point. And again, no one on Twitter or Reddit can tell you otherwise. This is the reality. People want these appealing designs, and studios that are putting out these appealing designs are getting a lot of positive attention. I don't know why any studio wouldn't be doing this. And
right now, it doesn't make sense. A few years ago, you would get some brownie points if you press no. That's why people did it a few years ago. Now it's just not that attractive for people to be seen as woke. That's why this comes around. And by the way, this is still the truth because everybody, or most people, literally 98% prefer playing a attractive character or a character that actually fits the game, the story behind it, than an unattractive blob of nothing. I can create blobs out of freaking anything. And those characters just...
The latest one to benefit from this is this game called Wuchang Fallen Feathers. A lot of people are pretty hyped up about this game. And you can see they have their trailer here. Of course, Twitter deep fries everything in terms of video quality. But I have to say, it looks pretty appealing. Looks pretty cool. And I understand why a lot of people are very hyped up about this. And also, besides the pretty interesting gameplay here, the character designs are quite appealing. Now, this post would get a lot of attention this morning, and a lot of people will get their first exposure to this game because of this post. We can see the headline here saying, the developers of the upcoming game Wuchang Fallen Feathers revealed that they decided to redesign their main character to appear more attractive after noticing the positive reception of Eve from Stellar Blade. Now, we're going to get some clarifications on what's being said here because some things are not true, but people are looking at these two designs apparently before and after, but they're not actually, but we'll get into that in a second. You have this one and then this one with a little more of a revealing design, and guess what? They're both really nice. And if you're upset that you might be losing this one, don't worry, you're going to get both actually, which is the clarification we'll see in a minute.
Oh, good. Because, as you may or may not know, Acolytes, I prefer the package to be clothed, to look nice, and then I can unpack it. But that's just me.
But of course, you have the modern audience spurging out in the replies here. This individual replying to that post saying, crazy, you went from cool guy to right-wing ultra-nationalist. Blocked. Once again, not an airport, don't have to announce your departure, block someone and move on. But, ladies and gentlemen, is it right-wing ultra-nationalism to like appealing character designs?
No, it is.
Is it right-wing
They just
to
accept it
find
and
women
go with it.
attractive? What are we doing here? Like, what are these people even saying? Like I said, the modern audience, they may be small, but they are quite vocal and quite annoying on social media. But here is the clarification from the official Wuchang account here saying this. Thank you for your interest in Wuchang Fallen Feathers. The redesign mentioned isn't from the image to the right image. The right image is just one of the many outfits available in the game, and it is low resolution / blurry image. The left image is current from our trailer. So, like I said earlier, it's not an upgrade here. You get both of these choices. This is the standard model here, and this is an outfit. So that's a win-win for everyone. I think they both look really good. And a lot of people in the replies before they saw this, they were like, dang, I actually really liked the first design, and I'm sad I'm losing out on it. Well, that's why it's so important to have good communication. You have the communication team over here coming out and immediately addressing this. Like literally pretty much within the first hour this post was made.
Good.
They came in, they dispelled misinformation, and low-key promoted themselves to many new eyes, especially on the western side of Twitter. This was a brilliant move, and community managers and other social media teams from other studios and publishers, they could take notes, because we've seen other studios get themselves into trouble by not addressing things or being hostile towards people. This was a polite way to dispel misinformation about their game.
A very,
and they
very
did it
polite
in a very
and good
classy
way.
And smart way, in my opinion. And other studios, like Warhorse, for example, they have small issues or small pieces of misinformation that they're dodging for so long that it makes it seem like it's a bigger deal than it is, because people are wondering, why are they silent about this? Why won't they address this? It must be really bad, or it must be true, whatever's being shared. You got to communicate faster. Otherwise, you end up with situations where people believe a lot of misinformation. And for a lot of people, optics are everything, and they might only have one look at your game. They might see one thing and make their mind up about it. Some people might be genuinely disappointed because they saw this and they thought, oh, well, I like that outfit better. Why they get rid of it? Well, at least now a lot of people will be able to reference this post right here.
And by the way, Wuchang Steam wishlist.
Here, and know that you're getting potentially both in the game if you want this extra outfit. So I think that was a very good dichotomy here between how they reacted to the situation versus how that community manager was reacting over at Paradox. So yes. But let's move on to the next topic. We briefly talked about this in another video where we have this report from a video game industry analyst who's saying a lot of people in the industry hope that GTA 6 will cost up to $100. And they want that to happen because it'll be a precedent setter where they're all going to up their own prices to $100 as well, but they're just too scared to make the first move themselves, so they want Rockstar to do it instead and catch all the heat. And when I was discussing this, I said, I have a good feeling they're going to try to go for $100 on this game. I wouldn't be surprised at all, because this is one of the, probably the most anticipated video game release of all time, and people have this definite fear of missing out. Everyone's going to want to be playing this game when it first comes out, and I genuinely believe a lot of people pay pretty much anything to get their hands on GTA 6, which really says a lot about some people and how much they'll just allow these companies to run them over because they want a video game so badly. But anyways, I genuinely believe there's people out there where $100 or even $150 wouldn't stop them at this point, and based on a relevant poll, it looks like that is true once again. So as It's a Gundam points out here, so gaming is cooked. 33% said yes to a $100 base game. 9.2 said maybe if the trailer gets me hyped. So well over 40% of people pretty much are cool with $100 gaming price tags. That's insane. What are we doing? Like, my God, again, the fear of missing out, it should not make you or allow you to enable this sort of greedy behavior. This is like next level stuff. $100 games, and the trickle-down effect of this, really bad. It's really a slippery slope.
Yeah, the thing is, gamers, for the most part, just aren't. They don't have good impulse control, Acolytes. At the end of the day, even I fall in that sometimes. So just, if you see this, if you buy something that you maybe could regret, refund it. If you have the possibility, just refund it. It's fine. Nobody will die because of it, acolytes. So just...
Because if they make this game $100, you can bet all of these other developers, whether it's the Ubisofts of the world or so on and so forth, they're going to start jacking up their prices to $100 too. I guarantee or at least somewhere between 70 and 100, where 70 is the standard for AAA studios right now. But yeah, this is a really concerning development we're seeing with this sort of attitude gamers have towards a price tag like this. But let's move on to the next topic here, reported by Bounding into Comics. You guys remember that whole Asmongold Elon Musk beef? Well, guess what? It was completely pointless because Elon Musk was account sharing this whole time. Yep, he admitted it. Everyone just wasted their time. So to run this very obnoxious situation down really quick, a lot of people looked at Path of Exile 2 hardcore gameplay from Elon Musk, and they said, based on his skill, he's probably account sharing. And then Asmongold challenged him to prove that it is actually his account and he's not account sharing. Then Elon Musk goes crazy. He says a bunch of disparaging things about Asmongold, leaks some of their DMs, and then after being made fun of even more for having such a reaction, deleted his tweets and responses about Asmongold. And this is where we ended up. And now after all of that, after the dust settles, he comes out and shares DMs with a YouTuber named Nico Rex and just straight up admits that they have been account sharing this whole time. And they said it's impossible to beat the players in Asia if you don't account share as they do. So this whole time, he was account sharing. This was pointless. So he made an absolute fool out of himself trying to dodge these accusations that he was account sharing just to share and confirm that he did that after everything already transpired. Like, he's already been humiliated, made fun of, now labeled a fake gamer, and he was account sharing this whole time. Like, it's absolutely insane. What a waste of time and energy. But let's move on to the final topic of today's video. A very bizarre headline here. So the FTC, the Federal Trade Commission, says Genshin Impact deceived children, teens, and other players into spending hundreds of dollars on prizes they stood little chance of winning.
Yep.
Yeah, I know the boomer who came up with this idea didn't really know what they were talking about, because the answer to this is very simple. It's a gacha game. You have a very low chance of winning anything.
Correctly.
That's how gacha works.
But, by the way, and I don't want to defend PC Gamer, but he's not wrong. He definitively isn't wrong. Because this gacha system is aimed at weak-willed people, what gamers sadly more often than not are, and at children. And this is just disgusting in my opinion. But hey, the game itself, I mean, from what I know, and I only played it at the very start when it came out, it's a good game. But the gacha system, that's fucked up.
And also, it's not a mystery that you have a low chance of winning certain things. Like, I'm pretty sure Genshin Impact tells you the odds, right? Like, you're battling the odds when you're spending money on a gacha game. Duh. So in this situation, as with other situations involving gacha games, I have a good idea of how this all transpired. You probably had little Billy using his mom's credit card. He ran up the credit card, buying stuff in Genshin Impact, and then the mom discovers the bill, gets angry, and she doesn't understand what's going on with these Chinese cartoons. And then she contacts the manager. She goes to the FTC and reports this, and I'm sure a lot of parents have had that happen. And now the FTC thinks there's something super predatory going on here, something unique about Genshin Impact, when it's just your run-of-the-mill gacha game where, of course, you're going to have a low chance of getting what you want.
So Rev is defending this. Okay. I'm gonna be honest. In this case, I personally am on the side of the boomers. Because I think that this gacha system has to go. It's extremely predatory. And I don't want actually any state to actually mix in games, but right now it's just necessary. Because this stuff like Genshin Impact and everything that has a gacha system in it, in my opinion, gacha system for real money. Let's say it like that. If it's in-game, I don't care. Or in-game currency that you can normally get without paying extra. Okay, fine. But something like this, in my opinion, should get destroyed. And I don't understand why Ref is defending this. Even if it came about because of a old or a mother actually getting them to the FTC, because at the end of the day, you have to focus on something big like Genshin Impact. Because if they get fucked, everyone else can get fucked. And that's a good thing, in my opinion, Acolytes at least. And it's not that you're bullying specifically Genshin Impact because of this. If you have this president, good. Fair enough. That's what I think here.
When you're rolling the dice, so to speak. But anyways, that's going to do it for this video.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. As I said, I just don't understand why he defends this right now. This is just... Did the FTC attacks them specifically? I just don't see the negatives out of it. The only negative that can come out that Genshin Impact gets cut free of. That's the evil timeline in my opinion, Acolytes. The good timeline is that they get fucked over with this, and every other game will be scared shitless and will stop doing the gacha mechanics in games. What would be, in my opinion, a net positive. But okay, it is what it is, Acolytes. Tell me what you think down there in the comment section. And as it is.
Many topics,
good night.
so...